And good morning, I'm Tracy Sinclair. With me, of course, Ariane Aramburo, our morning anchor. And this is week 4.
Week 4, we're already here.
Of our Make-A-Wish Million Miles Challenge.
1 million mile challenge. Say that 5 times real fast.
And we're past 1 million miles.
We are. So if you've been following along this campaign, we've been doing it the last 6 years or so. Such a great campaign for Make-A-Wish for kids in Alaska that are going on these wish tours. We featured Kristen, we featured JC, we featured Addie, and we're going to feature you today, little 8-year-old Tristan. This is a great campaign. Our goal was 1 million. We have completely surpassed that. We are now into the 2 millions. Can you believe that?
That is amazing.
2 million miles, 2,098,546 to be exact.
Well, you say it's amazing, but Alaskans are very generous, and these kids are, great symbols of, they're going through trial.
Yeah.
We think a lot about Make-A-Wish, we think terminal illness, but that's really not the case in most of these kids. They're with chronic illness or just
life-threatening
illnesses that hopefully they will be able to recover from.
Yeah, so we're going to show you Tristan. You're going to get a chance to meet him and his family, and there's a little twist about him. He's 8 years old, and you would think as a little kid, you kind of get scared of things and all that, but he doesn't, so take a look, you'll see.
8-year-old Tristan is no stranger to hospitals. In fact, he's been in and out of them since he was in kindergarten, which is when he started to get headaches.
We'd have him lay down, and then it got worse and worse, and the headaches got to a point where he couldn't function. Then he would start throwing up.
It wasn't until after Tristan's MRI that revealed why he was getting so sick.
They found a tumor in the back of his head. It's like the size of like a mandarin orange.
Tristan was rushed into surgery to remove fluid from his brain and then on a flight to Seattle Children's Hospital.
I mean, it felt like a punch in the gut. Like, it's like, you get hit really, really hard and you can't breathe. And it felt very, for me, it felt very surreal.
A few days later, Tristan's tumor was removed, but he had a long road of recovery ahead.
After surgery, Tristan kind of went almost like full newborn again. He couldn't move, he couldn't speak, he couldn't sit up. He was just like a vegetable.
Like, if there's something in front of him he wants to grab, he can decide to grab it and tell his body to reach out, but the signal never gets out of his brain.
As time went on, Andrea and Kyle traveled back and forth from Seattle to be with Tristan and Alaska, where his older sister, Sophia, was.
And she loves her brother so much, and he loves her. He just adores her.
But there's something else Tristan loves just as much as his big sister. Scary movies, Halloween, and horror. He loved dressing up in costumes and got a kick out of scaring the nurses.
Oh, and he'd find something scary online. He'd make Mom make a mask for him.
Oh,
he'd scare the nurses with that.
Out of cardboard and stuff, yeah.
So a trip to Disneyland during its spooky season was the perfect Make-A-Wish trip.
Every now and then, it would kind of hit you in the quiet moments while you were there. But it didn't hit you in a bad way. There was a lot of relief in it.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just something special that nobody can ever take away from us, and Make-A-Wish made that happen.
The road to Tristan's recovery hasn't been easy, but each day the Gunnells choose not to run from the fear. They face it.
And no matter what happens in the future, we will always have that time together. I'm gonna cry, don't cry. So, I'm not gonna cry. So we'll just always have that time, and it's just so special.
I know. Trust me, I've done my tears. So Tracy's just seeing that for the first time. I had a chance to speak with the Gunnells. They're in good spirits. I do want to say that Tristan, he's 8. He went to his Make-A-Wish trip. He was in the clear, and right when he was going back for his 6-month follow-up appointment, they did find some more cancerous spots. So he is currently undergoing treatment here in Alaska. But he's in good spirits. The family's in good spirits, and he still loves all things spooky and scary. But man, such a brave 8-year-old.
Yes, yeah. Having been through cancer,
I know.
Okay.
Well, let's tell you a little bit about the 1 Million Mile Challenge. It's stories like this why we are asking you to come out of your hearts and donate your miles, because it helps these families go to trips like that. And we're not just talking sending the kid. You're sending mom, dad, his sister got to go, sometimes his grandma, grandpa.
Yeah, those were really pretty, very cool images of being in Disneyland.
Yeah.
And
during the Halloween time. I
the
know.
masks, oh my gosh, that was so clever. I am so impressed by his mom being able to make those. So Make-A-Wish is able to do this because people are able to donate their miles. Every 65,000 miles donated equals one plane ticket that Make-A-Wish doesn't have to pay for. And as we said, it's, you know, taking the whole family. And Make-A-Wish, if they're a plane ticket minimum, we know how expensive it is to fly in and out of Alaska, like minimum $520
and
is what they say.
Most of these kids and their families, they want to go out of state to have some of these wishes. So that's where Make-A-Wish comes in, and they need that mileage to help send them there. Right now, they are working on granting about 55 wishes for kids here in Alaska. Now, I can't speak for Make-A-Wish, Alaska, Washington, but I would say with the amount of miles that we've been able to raise, hopefully they'll be able to grant many more kiddos some wishes. But, you know, these stories, it puts it into perspective. We talk about it, but the families are, you know, the adversity that they have to overcome. They're fearless. These kids are fearless, and they just keep trucking on. But the one thing that they all take away from these wish trips is that the families say, you know, they get to actually kind of see their kids just be a kid for a day and have fun.
I think that's so much when you get so focused on health issues that you kind of forget that these are children and they want to go out and have fun, and having this ability to send them on these trips is really amazing. And Julia McCarthy just posted on our Facebook page, just donated to Make-A-Wish. This gives me confirmation as to why.
Julia,
that's going to make me cry too. So
amazing.
we should not start this.
Don't make us stand here for the whole day. No, thank you, Julia, so much. We appreciate it. You are truly helping these families, and we've been doing, like I said, this campaign for the last 6 years, and it's one of my absolute favorites. Meeting these families, meeting these kiddos, still following up and keeping up with them to this day.
That's so cool.
So it is such a great cause, and we still have a couple of days left at the end of the month, and there's actually something special coming up on Monday. I can't say it right now, but that's also a big chance to kind of see if we can really hit the goal of airline miles. So if you're at home and you're wondering, how do I donate? We have a QR code.
We can tell you that.
Come on down.
That was my cue to actually do something besides stand here and let my eyes leak.
Okay.
It is so easy. I am a little old lady, and I was always like, oh, I need a QR code reader. You don't need that anymore. Just flash your camera at the screen. It should take you directly to the site where you can participate in the Million Mile Challenge. We are over 1 million miles already. We're over almost at 2.1 million miles. So we really appreciate anybody that has been able to donate. We're leaving that QR code up just for a few extra seconds so you have time to get your phone out.
And Julia, I'm hearting your comment right now. So if you just saw that little love heart sign, that was me saying thank you from all of us here at Alaska's News Source, and also Make-A-Wish Alaska and Washington. And I can't wait to see what Wish families will meet next year. But you can always watch the other Wish families and the stories that we did all month long. They're on our website right now at alaskasnewssource.com. Right at the top tab, it says Million Mile Challenge, and you can watch their stories. I mean, JC, he went to Broadway, behind the scenes of the Book of Mormon play. Addie, she went to Disney World in Florida, and she loves drawing Disney princesses.
Oh,
and
that was very fun.
Kristen, she had her Make-A-Wish. She was one of our first features as well, and she got to go. She did Build-A-Bear. She actually gave back to all the kiddos at Seattle Children's Hospital. She had Build-A-Bear come in and make all the kids Build-A-Bears, because that was something that she received her first night in the hospital.
Oh, nice.
Made her feel comfy, and she wanted to give back. So, I mean, all the feels.
I know.
All the feels.
This has been usually as you've seen any of these, I cry for a
sweet.
few seconds, but this is kind of pulling me all the way through.
And we'll have Tristan's story tomorrow morning as well on the morning edition from 5 to 7.
Okay, you don't want to miss that. Thank you so much, Alaska, for what we've done so far. And again, this goes for another couple of days, the Million Mile Challenge. Thank you so much. Have a great day.